Good morning. I'm Kritsween, and we're starting this edition of news with some young voices. Remember how the results of both class 10th and 12th CBSE examinations have been declared, and exceptional results that have come in with more than 2 lakh students scoring above 90%. Being joined by two such bright students with me on the broadcast this morning, Aviral Mishra. Just given his class 10th examinations, has scored a 97%, joins us from Lucknow. Also Shambhavi Lal, a class 12 student who scored 99.75%, joining us from Mumbai. Good morning, Shambhavi and Aviral. Thank you for speaking to us. And firstly, congratulations to both of you all. You guys have done really well in your examinations, and I'm sure a great sigh of relief because finally your examination results are also out. But what next? Aviral, if I could ask you, what are your future plans going forward?
Thank you, ma'am. My future plans is that I was since childhood interested in space and technology. So I want to grow up, study aerospace and rocket manufacturing, and finally contribute to ISRO and development of rockets.
All right. And how do you plan to go about it? Because Aviral, we're looking at a very different generation. Your generation is being seen as the COVID generation, has given exams during COVID. So it was indeed stressful. But how do you plan to go about this next?
Yes, indeed, that the COVID situation was there, and we gave examination while practicing social distancing at the center. But after all, despite all these setbacks due to the pandemic, I am sure that my generation and we all will come out to be as glorious and actually more glorious than previous generations, and we'll bring more name in for the country.
All right. All right. So a lot of positivity there. But let me take this to Shambhavi because, the pressure is a little more on class 12 graduates. Shambhavi, what are your plans in the future? Because everything has been postponed. We do know how you guys ended up giving those exams, and now even with your college situation, what is the situation looking like? How do you plan to go about it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Also, I'm an ISC student, and I'm from Leelavati Bai Podar High School, Mumbai. So, since I'm an ISC humanities student, I didn't get to give my last two papers, which are my core subjects. But, however, the methodology used for the exam marking was very fair, and which is why all of us from the CISE board have done very well. And for me, yes, a lot of the college plans are still pending. However, I'm interested in economics as a subject, which is why I'm going to pursue it in liberal arts. And the field that I'm interested in is called behavioral economics, and it's a combination of the subjects of economics and psychology. And yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to being a part of. Right.
All right. Shambhavi, 99.75%. A 99.75%. Congratulations. How was it preparing during COVID times, and what kind of challenges did you face? Because you've come out of it so well. It's probably worked in your favor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, studying for me, the key thing was always consistency, putting in equal amount of effort into every single exam or project that we had. Because it builds familiarity and, going through questions and question papers and getting as much practice as you can. And for me, the most important thing was that, I was interested in what I was studying. So for me, it was not just rote learning. I actually enjoyed the subjects I was studying, which is why I was able to retain and, thoroughly remember what I was studying. And yes, after the COVID announcement, when our papers were cancelled, there was a lot of stress about the ambiguity and the constantly changing timelines. But ultimately, our papers were cancelled. And I think it's been a great result for everyone. And the methodology used was fair. And since I had done well in all my internals, I wasn't too worried. So, I was confident in all my efforts that I had put in.
All right. right. So we're speaking to two bright minds of this country. Avril, you have two crucial years lined up for you. And given the current situation, we've seen there's been a transition to online classes. How is that working for you? Do you think it's going on very smoothly, the conduct of online classes as of now?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I study at City International School in Lucknow, and what they have provided is that they have provided subscription of Microsoft Teams to all of us. Okay, so we coordinate the activities, like we get the assignments on Microsoft Teams, and we have normal online classes on Zoom. So on Zoom, the teachers come and they teach us quite well. And one of the reasons for my success in class 10 boards was my school, because they have always supported me a lot, and the teachers are so great there. Okay, so that was one of the reasons for the success. And currently the online classes are going on very smooth, and everything is going on fine, because we get homework, we practice the things, and we are taught in a nice way through various examples, activities, PPTs, and we grasp the concept very well due to this thing.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Shambhavi, if I may ask you, and I'm sure amongst yourselves, your friend circle, you guys have been talking about how the situation was so very unpredictable, and all of you all have come out of it now. But what's your take on the entire COVID situation and the student life now? Nobody really knows what's going to happen in the coming few months. How is it that you guys are dealing with it?
Yes, so this whole shift was extremely sudden. None of us were prepared for it, and I was lucky enough to have spent all of my 12th standard in school engaging with the teachers and students. However, I know that focusing on online classes is extremely tough when you're at home, and it's also very tiring just staring at a laptop screen. However, I think my school and a lot of schools that I know have been handling it extremely well. And the teachers are extremely focused and dedicated to making sure that the students are actively learning and doing as much as they could in the classroom. And as far as the colleges are concerned, I'm not sure where I'm going to be going yet. But how I know that a lot of the colleges are planning on starting online classes, which is a good move because we have to start somewhere. However, it's also going to be hard to adjust with completely new people and teachers via a laptop screen. So yeah, I think it's something that we're all going through together, and I do think that it's been going well. But yeah.
All right. And Shambhavi, if I could just ask you, what do you have to say about the increase in cutoffs that's likely to come up once again? For example, a DU. With the kind of results that we're really looking at, of course, you have no reasons to worry. 99.7% is a great figure. But every year we're looking at an increase in the percentage. What's the pattern like? What do you have to say about that?
The results are getting better with every year, which is why I think that it's natural that the cutoffs will increase. And I know that it's hard for a lot of the students. However, I think everyone's gotten used to the pattern of the exams, and I think all of the schools, especially in IST and CBSE, are very thorough with training their students and providing them guidance on how to approach the papers and how to study. So I think which is why we see a lot of people scoring such great marks, above 90%, 95%. And yeah, I think which is why a lot of people, can achieve the cutoffs that are there by most colleges as well.
All right, let me take this to Aviral. Aviral, I'm sure many would want to learn from you how you went about it the last 2-3 months, given the tough times that have been staring at all of us, and yet coming out with such good marks at the end of it all. Tell us about your routine. What is it that you were following for the last 2 months?
Okay, so since last 2 months before the examination, I was following a very fixed routine. Okay, I had planned what is my goal, what do I want to achieve here, and I found that I have to achieve this much percentage. I had this idea in my mind, and then I figured out what amount of time I have left with me, and I used to make small goals daily. I have to study this concept and make it perfect so that I can it's like if a question comes from the concept in examination, then I can just answer it. So one by one, slowly and gradually, I practiced each and every concept, solved a lot of sample question papers, and did a lot of self study, and ultimately I was able to achieve the percentage which I've got.
All right. I'm sure many have a lot to learn from bright kids like you. And Shambhavi, if I could put that to you, what was your routine like for the last 2.5 months? You know, because there's
Yes.
so much that one can just talk about and set as an example so that people can really pick up. Yeah. How was it
Right.
like?
So, like I said before, the key for me was consistency, and even with the whole the uncertainty about when our exams will be held and if our exams will be held, I think the key was to study a little bit every day, so that you don't lose touch with it, and also like it helps build your confidence. And throughout the year, as I was told by all of my teachers, when it comes to 11th and 12th standard, familiarity is again very important. So to get as much practice as you can with reading and writing answers. And for me, one thing that helped was sometimes it gets boring to study just from textbooks and reference materials that are from other places. So it really helped for me to make my own notes, and that which is why it helped me remember things very easily. To make my own notes, flowcharts, pointers, etc. And yeah, and another thing I did, and I was encouraged by my teachers, was to explore the subject beyond what I'm studying in the textbooks. So talk to teachers about what is the scope of certain subjects, and clarify doubts, and read other books, explore other sources, even watch movies and documentaries. So it helps you stay interested and also learn more constantly.
All right. So consistency is the key, like pointed out by Shambhavi and both Aviral. But Aviral, what would you like to tell probably to all of your classmates, batchmates, people who still have those two crucial years ahead of them, because we don't know how the coming few months are going to be like, and it's important to not give up, because remember, this is just a phase. It will end no matter what. What is the message that you'd like to send out?
I would like to say that all those who are currently studying in class 10th, or those who are moving to other classes, those people who have time, like as you told, they must uh, get motivated. Okay, firstly, we need some motivation to uh, get an aim. Okay, so achieve something, we need motivation. So first, they must motivate themselves that I have to do this. We have to push ourselves, and that's when the role of a teacher comes in, because teachers are the people in the school who push ourselves. It's not, they help us, they motivate us, they guide us. Okay, one of my teacher, I remember, Anoop sir, his name is Mr. Anoop. So he used to motivate me that you will achieve this thing. He used to pray for me, and there are a lot of teachers in my school who like all those subject teachers, be it economics teacher or maths teacher, they always supported me. And similar support you must also generate, and you will find that all teachers support their students. Now once you are motivated, you must come up with a with some planning. Not, I'm not saying that you people must just go out and spend whole day planning, but at least something, there should be a plan in mind that I need to achieve this and I will do it in this way or that way. So just come, and these plans can be made by the student only, because you know yourself the best. So what is best for you is known by you only.
Aviral, were you able to break away from studies and take out time for other activities during preparations? Were you able to take out some time for some
Yes.
other activities and sort of just snap out of the
Actually-
whole study routine? Yes.
Actually, daily during my board preparation, I used to play piano for half an hour daily. If I true, my mother used to ask like, "Why are you wasting
Alright.
time?" But actually, music strengthens the mind. So I used to play piano during my board preparations, half an hour.
Shambhavi, what about you? Were you able to take out time for some other activities?
Yes, definitely. Even in my school, that is LPHS Santa Cruz, throughout 11th and 12th grade, we were always, motivated to take part in extracurriculars and co-curriculars. So I was able to be a part of the student council. I took part in all the fests that our school hosted, and I was able to learn a lot from the leadership positions there. And I also, took part in an internship at HYNGO Mumbai for the summer last year and continuing till this year. And since I also love animals, I also found I found some time where I volunteered in an animal shelter very close to my home. And that's why I was able to, pursue a lot of things that I could throughout the tour.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that. Shambhavi and Avra, thank you for speaking to us, and congratulations. All the best for your future assignments. Thank you for speaking to us on
Thank you.
Republic.
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.